When I left him, I thought I was freeing myself. I thought I was stepping into peace, into clarity, into something safer than the chaos I had lived in. But the first night alone hit me like a cold wave. The apartment felt too quiet, too empty, too dark. I remember lying on a mattress on the floor, staring at the ceiling, wondering if I had just made the biggest mistake of my life, or the bravest decision I'd ever made. And right in the middle of that confusion, she was there, texting me, calling me, checking on me, comforting me with a sweetness that felt almost too perfect. "You did the right thing," she said. "I'm proud of you." Those words should have comforted me. Instead, they settled heavily in my chest. But I shoved the feeling aside and let her guide me through the emotional rubble. She became my daily routine again. Coffee in the morning, long conversations in the afternoon, late-night messages when the loneliness crept back in. But something was changing, subtly, quietly, almost invisibly at first. Her visits to my place became less frequent. Her tone shifted. Her eyes seemed to dart around when we talked, like she was hiding something behind them. And slowly, the conversations that used to be about me became conversations about him. At first, it was innocent. "Have you heard from him? Do you think he's okay? Do you think he'll try to get you back?" I brushed the questions off. But then they evolved, became more specific, more pointed. "How was he reacting when you left? Did he ask about me? Did he seem upset with me for telling you the truth? Do you think he blames me?" Every time she mentioned him, she said his name with a softness I had never noticed before. A careful, deliberate softness. One afternoon, I caught her staring at my phone when his name flashed across the screen, just an update about the bills. But she watched it like it meant something deeper. "You're not thinking about going back, right?" she asked. Her voice carried something sharp. Not concern. Fear. The kind of fear people get when they think they're about to lose something they want. And just like that, a small, quiet suspicion bloomed inside me. But again, I buried it. Told myself she was just checking in, just caring, just worried. Because that was easier than facing the truth. A week later, I heard the first rumor. A coworker pulled me aside and asked gently, "Are you okay with her hanging around him so much?" My heart stopped. "What do you mean?" She hesitated. "People have seen them together. Alone. A few times." My stomach dropped. I laughed it off, acting like it didn't bother me. But when I got home, I called her. She denied everything. "People love drama," she said. "They're twisting things. You know how this town is." Her voice trembled just enough to sound convincing. Just enough to make me doubt myself instead. But the rumor didn't die. It grew. Spread. Thickened. I heard from someone else that they'd seen her car outside my old house late at night. Not once, but multiple times. Someone else said they saw them having lunch together at a small diner outside of town. And another person claims they saw them arguing in a parking lot, her crying and him standing too close. Every new version of the story stabbed me in a place I didn't know still had nerves. I confronted her again, and she snapped for the first time. "Why are you being paranoid? You left him. You didn't want him anymore. Why are you acting like I owe you something?" Her tone wasn't defensive. It was angry, annoyed, almost entitled. And that's when the first real crack appeared in the image I had built of her. But even then, I didn't want to believe what was right in front of me. I didn't want to accept that the only person I trusted after losing my friend might have been twisting the knife the entire time. Then one evening, she posted a story online. Just a short video of her kids playing in a living room. But not just any living room. His living room. My old living room. The couch. The wall paint. The decor I had put up myself. The floor I had cleaned 1,000 times. She tried to angle the camera away from anything obvious, but I knew that space like I knew the back of my hand. My heart slammed against my ribs. My breath froze. My fingers trembled so violently I almost dropped my phone. I replayed the video again and again, hoping I was wrong. Hoping it was a coincidence. Hoping she had simply visited with someone else, and it wasn't what it looked like. But deep down, I knew. I messaged her immediately. "Are you at my old house?" She didn't respond for an hour. And in that hour, something inside me hardened. The softness she relied on cracked. Broke. Fell away. Finally, she answered. "I just stopped by to say hi. The kids wanted to see him." 7 words. 7 little words. And every single one of them was a lie. The next day, he texted me for the first time in weeks. "Did you send her to check on me?" The message didn't make sense at first. But then another one followed. She said you wanted her to update you. Why are you involving her? My blood ran cold. I hadn't asked her for anything. I hadn't sent her anywhere. I hadn't told her to speak to him. She had done that on her own, voluntarily, comfortably, repeatedly, and she was using my name as the excuse. That night, I couldn't sleep. I lay awake replaying every moment, every hug, every visit, every "you deserve better," every piece of advice she fed me. And it all began to make sense in ways I didn't want it to. I realized she had been pushing two people apart so she could slide right between them. Still, I kept quiet. I watched, observed, waited, because sometimes silence reveals more than questions do. But the final confirmation came from someone I never expected, his sister. She called me out of nowhere and said, almost casually, "Why is your friend acting like his girlfriend?" I nearly dropped the phone. "What do you mean?" My voice cracked. "She's always there, always around him, acting like she lives there. Honestly, it's weird. Even he seems uncomfortable." Uncomfortable? That word echoed in my skull. Because she had done the same to me, inserted herself so deeply that backing away felt impossible. The following week, she became distant, cold, short replies, excuses, cancellations. Her absence felt louder than her presence ever had. And then came the moment that sealed everything. She looked me straight in the eye one afternoon and said calmly, without flinching, "I still want to be friends with him." Just that. 7 more words, delivered with a straight face, as if nothing about it was wrong. As if she wasn't talking about the man I had cried over, fought for, sacrificed for, forgiven over and over. As if she hadn't watched him break me with her own eyes. I stared at her, waiting for a laugh, a smirk, a sign it was a joke. But she meant it. And that's when something inside me finally snapped. I didn't yell. I didn't scream. I didn't argue. I just stood up, walked away, and felt the weight of every betrayal settle into one painful, immovable truth. She hadn't ruined my friendship accidentally. She hadn't ruined my relationship unintentionally. She had worked her way into my life with purpose. A purpose I hadn't seen clearly, until the day she told me she wanted to stay close to the man I left. The same man she would eventually marry.